What's going on, guys? It's your man Omicron, aka OmikronBeats, and today I'm going to give you a little look at my home studio setup. This is where 99.99999% of the recordings and beats that I do are created. Sometimes I might take them to a bigger studio when working with an artist or something, but most of everything I do is done here for the time being. Um, let's get into it. All right. First things first, keyboard. This is my baby. She's been with me since I was an artist producing my albums years ago. Everything was made on here. This is the Korg Triton LE. This has been with me for a long time. 5 of the keys down here don't work, but that's okay. Like bass lines, I just play them up here and then transpose it to the lower octave. Right now it's being used in my setup primarily as a MIDI controller, which is not its main function. It has a lot of sound banks and everything for sounds on its own. Like I said, I used to do everything exclusively on here. It can control sessions and everything, but this is pretty much a before and after because I'm going to be revamping everything here soon. But I'll be able to, I'm keeping this guy around for as long as it takes, as long as she'll stay alive. But I'm going to get a dedicated MIDI controller, and I'm going to use this primarily as a keyboard to go through the sound banks on this and possibly loop it through the DAW so I can use the MIDI controller, you know, in tandem with this to control some sounds on here. So that's going to be interesting when I get that all squared away. Headphones are essential to me because I live in a very small place with my family right now, and my dining room pretty much is my studio setup here. So these are Skull Candy headphones. I love Skull Candy, the durability, quality, the sound. I will always use Skull Candy. Fantastic. Move over here to the pads, the MPD. You gotta have pads, in my opinion. It's nothing like just, you know, tapping out the drum pattern. I love the MPC feel to it. It's an essential to have something with pads. I don't know if I'm going to keep this in the revamp because the controller I'm going to get is going to have pads on it, but I very most likely will. So we'll see when that time comes. Now, backing out, I do have a microphone. This is the Audio Technica AT2020. Nice crisp sound. Use phantom power. And speaking of power and everything, let me get over here. There's still light. Everything goes through the Focusrite Scarlett. Fantastic. The 2i4. I can hook my guitar through this too when I'm recording guitar, or use this for any other live instrumentation to go through that. I have a couple of I think they're 3-inch M audios, but they sound awesome. They've lasted me a good few years now, and they've never, I had some reviews where they said they blew out after a year. I haven't experienced no problems with the M audios. They sound great. And to the heart and soul of it all, my DAW of choice is Reason. Man, I used to, when I was recording everything on the Triton, when I was recording everything on here, when I would move it over digitally, I always used Adobe Audition. That's not around anymore, at least in the way that it used to be, and I'm not really a fan of how that went. Plus, back when I was doing that, I was able to just sequence on here and have audio output on here and on the microphone when I was recording, put right into the sound card, and there was no latency issues or none of that stuff. You didn't have to worry about that. But now in today's age, you have to worry about syncing all that stuff up and everything. But being used to working on hardware and everything years ago, Reason made the most sense to me because it's the most hardware type driven DAW in my experience. I messed with Pro Tools for a minute, and I've worked in studios that have Pro Tools. I like Pro Tools, but Reason just makes more sense with my workflow. FL Studio, I played with a couple different FL versions, but I never really took to it. I never really felt comfortable on it. So Reason is my comfort zone here. I just, everything about it, I love it. You have a lot of control over your sound and everything. I'll do more in-depth videos with how I use Reason and how I have it set up and everything like that. But this is the setup right here. Nothing crazy, but it doesn't need to be. Right now, consider this a before video. Like I said, everything's going to get revamped soon, and when it does, I'll make a video probably through the process of while I'm building everything, so you can see what's getting added, and probably cleaning up the area too, because this area is a mess. Like, I'm not even scanning to the side, so alright, but thanks a lot for checking out the video. If you like it, please like it, and I will see you guys later. Peace.